In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the second molecular orbital diagram, and the polyatomic species is triiodide ion I3 minus. So to stabilize triiodide anion, a large cation is required. This anion is linear and symmetrical. As like of trihydrogen ion, the triiodide anion is given. To stabilize this triiodide anion, a large cation is required. This anion is having the linear geometry and it is symmetrical with bond length significantly greater 290 pm than that found in I2 molecule. In I2 molecule it is 267 picometer, and in triiodide anion it is 290 picometer. The figure shows that in triiodine anion, the p orbital overlap and the resulting molecular orbital energy level diagram for I3 minus anion will be here. So you can see this is the MO diagram for triiodide anion. Now we know that the electronic configuration of iodine atomic number 53. So let us write here the electronic configuration of the iodine first. So electronic configuration of the iodine, it is here electronic configuration of iodine. So it is having atomic number 53. Iodine, it is a halogen element. So it is having the electronic configuration. It belongs to, I think, fifth period of the periodic table. So it is having the electronic configuration 5s2, 5p5, 5s2, 5p5. It means 7 valence electrons are there in the valence shell of the iodine. 7 valence electrons are there. Then for triiodide ion, there should be a terminal iodine and iodide ion. It is I3 minus, so we can represent like this, I minus. So this is terminal and supposed to be, or we can represent as like of this also. Okay. Formation of the bridge. And this iodide, it is terminal, and this is bridging. This iodine, it is bridging iodine. So let us see in the MO diagram. 5s 5p, 5s to 5p5. Now in triiodide ion, as this iodine carry the negative charge, 1 electron is extra. So it is having the electronic configuration 5s to 5p6. All the energy levels are complete. So onto the left hand side, we have to write here the atomic orbitals of the iodine bridging this central iodine atom or bridging iodine atom. And onto the right hand side, we have to write this terminal. This is terminal and this is terminal. So here electrons are equal to iodine, 1 electron is extra, 8 electrons are there. So this is for one iodine 5s2, 5s2 for another iodide ion. Okay, 5p and 5p6. One is having 5p5, another is having 5p6. 6 electrons are there here. 5p6. So one electron is extra due to the iodide ion. So there is a overlapping between 5s orbital with this formation of bonding and anti-bonding molecular orbital. So this is bonding molecular orbital. Okay. As three atomic orbitals get combined, combination between 5s overlaps with 5s overlaps with 5s. Formation of three bonding molecular orbitals here, and all these electrons are present here. Next now, 5p get overlap with 5p. So here 5pz, which is suitable for the sigma bonding. Similarly 5pz get overlap. Formation of this bonding, sigma bonding molecular orbital and sigma star antibonding molecular orbital. Okay, so we can see here this is the one electron is here which is present into the 5d orbital. Let us show this. There are 3p orbitals, so 5p5, so it can be represented in this way. Suppose that this is pz orbital and this is px and py. So in the formation of the sigma bond, this pz orbital with unpaired electron get overlap with pz orbital this, and formation of this bonding and antibonding molecular orbital, and remaining orbitals remains non-bonding. This is non-bonding. So how many remaining orbitals are there? This is 5 px py, 2 here, and here 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. So you can see here 5 1 2 3 4 5. Let us see once again. 1 2 this, 2 3 4, then 5 6 7. Correct. So 7 orbitals are remains as non-bonding. They are remains as non-bonding. So these are the electrons are present here. So thus in iodine molecule, there are, these are the bonding electrons. This is also the bonding electrons, and these are non-bonding electrons. So this is the expected hemodiagram of the triiodide ion. Expected hemodiagram of the triiodide ion. So total number of electrons in the molecule are equal to 22. Actually 21 electrons are there for 3 iodine, but 1 electron is due to the negative charge. And these 22 electrons, we can feel the available bonding and non-bonding molecular orbitals. Thus there is a net bond for the 3 atoms. Net bond for the 3 atoms, that is 0.5 bond order per pair of iodine. 0.5 bond order. Actually this is the bond order here, but it is 0. It is also here, it is also here. So 0.5 bond order is there. So triiodide ion, it is a electron rich polyatomic species because one electron is extra there. So it is a electron rich molecule, and its molecular orbital model resembles that for the electron deficient species. An important difference is that the central atom in a bridge bond uses a p orbital to overlap the two terminal atoms. An important difference is that the central atom in a bridge bond uses a p orbital to overlap with the two terminal atoms. Okay, so this triiodide ion, it is a stable molecule. It is a stable molecule. So in triiodide ion, only pp sigma orbital is sigma overlap is considered. This is also the another way to represent the hemodiagram of the triiodide ion. You can see here, as we have shown, this is central iodine bridging, terminal iodine bridging. Okay, so s orbital, this is 5s orbital. This is 5p5. 5 electrons are there. Okay, so this is the hemodiagram for the triiodide ion. Hemodiagram of the triiodide ion, there are total 22 electrons are there. There are total 22 electrons are there. And supposed to be is structure can be represented like this. The two iodine are the terminal and this is the bridge. So therefore we can take this on this side. And terminal, one electron is extra. So this is on the side. So according to the electronic configuration, 5s2, 5s2, then 5p5 and 5p6. So this is 5p6 for I minus and this is 5p5 for iodine. But what happens here, only pz orbital is involved into the sigma bonding. So 5pz orbital of the central this iodine atom or bridging iodine atom getting overlap with this. Okay, and formation of this sigma b bonding and sigma star antibonding molecular orbital. So this is the hemodiagram for the triiodide ion. So it is an electron rich molecule. Okay, the bond order per pair of the iodine, there is a net bond order for 3 atoms, that is 0.5. So in this way we explain the hemodiagram of the triiodide ion. Now let us going to be explain the very important molecular orbital diagram for diatomic species of first transition series. First transition series. So the example is vanadium molecule, MOT of vanadium molecule. So vanadium or divanadium molecule is the first transition series molecule formed from two vanadium atoms. Formed from two vanadium atoms. So vanadium molecule can be represented as vanadium molecule. It is represented as V2 molecule. V2. Vanadium molecule. It is vanadium molecule. So let us write first the electronic configuration vanadium 23, argon 3d3, 4s2 and 4p0. So in vanadium atom there are 5 valence electrons in the valence shell of the vanadium atom. Only 5 valence electrons are here, 3d3, 4s2. In the vanadium molecule, therefore one vanadium is having 5, another 5, 5 plus 5, 10 valence electrons. So in V2 molecule, it is expected that there are 10 valence electrons. But calculation shows that out of the 10 electrons, there are paired electrons only in sigma g bonding molecular orbital coming from Z square orbital, while remaining electrons are occupied singly, that is unpaired. Hence vanadium molecule, it is a paramagnetic in nature. So let us see how to draw the hemodiagram of this molecule. I would like to show the hemodiagram. of this molecule. See now here. Atomic orbitals of vanadium. First of all 3D, then 4s, then 4p. In the usual MO diagram also we are taking 3D first, 4s second and 4p. Similarly for the another vanadium ion, 3D, 4s, 4p. So out of 3D orbital, 5D orbitals. Let us show the 5D orbitals here first. 5D orbitals. So the 5D orbitals are 5D orbitals are dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square and dz square. So out of these 5D orbitals, only this orbital it is suitable for the formation of the sigma bond. This dxy and dx square minus y square, they are suitable for the formation of the delta bond. And this dyz and dxz, it is suitable for the formation of the pi bond. So this is the variation about the orbitals. Only dz square orbital, it is involved into the sigma bond formation because it is having the lobe along the axis. And generally dxy orbital and dx square minus y square orbitals are suitable for the formation of the delta bond. And dyz and dxz are suitable for the formation of the pi bond. Okay. So let us draw the MO diagram here for this molecule. So 3D. So first of all, dz square orbital get overlap with dz square orbital here of this vanadium. 3 electrons are there in the 3D orbital. So suppose that dz square get overlap with dz square, formation of sigma g bonding z square molecular orbital. So where 2 electrons are there, 1 plus 1. Now next orbital it is overlapping of dyz and dxz orbital with dyz and dxz orbital. So the bonding molecular orbital can be designated as pi u b, means it is a pi molecular orbital. It is a pi bonding molecular orbital. Okay. So one by one, I would like to write the molecular orbitals which are formed. Okay. The molecular orbitals which are formed here, that is sigma g bonding molecular orbital coming from dz square orbital. Okay. So this is supposed to be dz square orbital. And this is also dz square orbital. Dz square get overlap with dz square. Formation of pure sigma bond, sigma g bonding z square. Now next it is dxz and dyz. Dxz orbital of the vanadium atom get overlap with dxz, formation of pi. It is suitable for the formation of the pi bond because lobes are in between the axis. Lobes are in between the axis here. So suitable for the formation of the pi bond, and it is uneven. U stands for uneven bonding molecular orbital. And anti-bonding orbital pi star xzyz. Okay. Then third orbital, which is delta orbital, dxy and dx square minus y square, also going to be overlap. Now delta bond is a weak bond, so this energy separation will be very, very less here. Okay. So there is a formation of delta G bonding molecular orbital coming from dxy and dx square minus y square. So formation of delta star U xy x square minus y square. So in this way 5d orbitals are utilized into the bonding. Next now s orbital of the vanadium get overlap with base orbital of the vanadium, formation of this sigma G bonding molecular orbital s orbital. Now here two electrons are there for s2, similarly here. So out of that, this bonding molecular orbital is having only one electron. Now this delta star orbital is also formed here. We have already explained this. So this is the molecular orbital diagram for the vanadium molecule. You can see here which molecular orbitals are formed here. Sigma G bonding coming from dz square orbital, pi u bonding coming from dxz and yz orbital, delta G special type of the bonding delta G dxy and dx square minus y square. Then this s orbital get overlap with s orbital, formation of sigma G bonding molecular orbital and sigma G star anti-bonding molecular orbital. Now in the vanadium molecule only there are paired electrons are present here and all the electrons are unpaired. Therefore the bond order in the vanadium molecule will be, we can calculate the bond order here. So how many bonding electrons are there? 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 and this plus 1 7. So bond order it is equal to 7 minus anti-bonding electrons. So these 2 electrons are anti-bonding and these 3 electrons divided by 2. So it is equal to 4 divided by 2. So the expected bond order should be 2 actually, but it is very difficult to predict the bond order in the vanadium molecule. And this molecule is paramagnetic. It shows that highly paramagnetic. You can see here all the electrons are unpaired, only one paired electron is there. So this is the MO diagram of the vanadium molecule. MO diagram of the vanadium molecule. So there is a formation of the bonding molecular orbital and anti-bonding molecular orbital.